Hi guys, day 36 of the 75-day challenge. Getting my walk in for the evening. On a more Turo note, for anyone who is on the Turo platform, this is really just kind of a reminder for everyone. Please take extra precautions when dealing with your cars lately. I'm making sure that I'm wearing my gloves, disinfecting, not really shaking people's hands, and people seem to be doing the same thing. I haven't met anyone today that has tried to shake my hand, which has been really nice. So just take these extra precautions. You don't know where people are going, where they're traveling, who they're coming into contact with, and that would just be a really horrible way to catch the virus yourself. So because we do deal with people, and we're dealing with people who touch stuff and they're traveling and they're moving around, just take those extra precautions. I've been very vigilant about that, and I will probably continue to sort of step that up as well. I have also stopped airport deliveries for the most part, just to kind of minimize any chances of anything happening, just to stay on the safe side. But that's kind of where I'm at for now. So just want to do a quick little update on that. But on that note, I'm going to finish up my walk and then I'll get my reading in. Day 36 of the 75-day challenge, done with my reading for the evening, and tonight it's only 9 p.m. versus last night it was 2 a.m. and that was not cool. This is a really good chapter. It is called Schedule, and this is lesson 4.22 for anyone that is following along. I highlighted a lot, but it was really so useful, and it's funny because it sort of lined up with exactly what I was in the mode of working on for myself personally. So I think a lot of you will find this really useful. Schedule, a plan for time. If time is stuff of life, considered the wealthy gardener, then life is determined by our schedules. Both prosperity and scarcity grow from the seeds of the passing hours. With just a glance at your schedule, I can predict your future. The hours of today are a forecast of tomorrow. The wealthy gardener said, "We all have the same hours. If you can't control your schedule, you can't control your life. And if you can't make time, you need to surrender your hopes. If you can't control your time, you'll never control your conditions. And worse, you'll waste your potential. Hours are the building blocks of life. And unremarkable lives are built on unremarkable hours. It's just that simple. A schedule is a plan for hours. Prosperity grows from the seeds of scheduled hours. Financial distress grows from unscheduled hours. If change is wanted, we must change our weekly schedule." And this is something that I literally just worked on yesterday, so it was funny that this was today's chapter, which is really coming up with a really strict, I shouldn't say strict, but more of like a really laid out focused schedule for myself. And for me personally, I'm not really a morning person. Not that I'm not a morning person per se, but it's hard for me to wake up in the early hours. But as of tomorrow, I'm going to start waking up at 5 a.m. I'll start there and then getting my morning workout in and then going right into work. I'm definitely working on quite a few things so I can really use the extra hours. And for those of you that do Turo out there, especially during the middle of the day, you can get rentals coming, going all day long. So it really occupies your time. So the only way for me to create more time is that it has to be early in the morning. So wish me luck at 5 a.m. tomorrow. All right, I'll continue on. Wasting time with nothing to do is not the challenge ambitious people face in adult life. Rather, the challenge comes from doing so many mindless things that there is no time left for important things. It's the constant whirlwind of life that occupies all hours. We fail our potential if we can't focus our efforts with a schedule. In the book Grit, Angela Duckworth introduced a novel formula for achievement. Talent times effort equals skill. Skill times effort equals achievement. When I read that, I had to kind of really think about it for a second. It didn't hit me right away, but this next line really made it apparent. She advises to notice that in this formula, to get from talent to achievement, our effort factors in twice. So from talent to achievement, our effort factors in twice. So if you have talent and you're putting in the effort, you'll only get so far, but you have to really put in the double effort to get that achievement. A plan of action is where the rubber meets the road in amassing wealth. We get only what we earn in the days. We reap what we sow. It takes time to be a success, but time is mostly what it takes. They thought life was unfair because they worked just as hard as higher earners, but their lifestyle never improved. So I highlighted that, but I realized I didn't highlight the story that he was telling. But basically, he was talking about a real life scenario where he had two tenants in his rental units, and one husband and wife, they were working normal regular full-time jobs, and in the evenings they were both going to school to get degrees so that they could move up in their jobs or in their careers. Whereas there was a second couple, and they were also working normal jobs, and in their free hours they would either work overtime or kind of do gigs on the side. And so what he said was the second couple, although they were putting in the time, but the stuff that they were doing, it wasn't focused enough. It wasn't going to propel them further enough to make more money. Whereas the first couple, what they were putting their extra hours into, it was really valuable, and it was valuable enough to where it was going to show them a significant bump in their income. Lack of direction, not lack of time, is a problem, said Zig Ziglar. We all have 24 hours a day. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time, Charles Darwin told us, has not discovered the value of life. It takes time to be a success, but time is mostly what it takes. Our daily schedule determines who we become, what we earn, and how much we can amass in our lifetimes. The hours of today are the forecast of tomorrow. The life lesson: schedule. I learned that success or failure grew from a schedule, and I gained direction when my hours were more valuable. So I don't know, I just found this to be it was very eye-opening as to how important a schedule is. And after coming up with a schedule for myself yesterday, I definitely felt really good about my schedule and what that schedule was going to equal out to if I can follow through with it. It's really going to equal out to a lot of productivity, and so that makes me really excited because I think that that will yield great results. So if you haven't done so already, literally take a pen to paper and put a schedule down and, hold yourself accountable to it. And I don't think that there's any way that you'd be disappointed that you followed a schedule. And on that note, that is day 36, done with workouts, done with reading, done with everything. And it feels great to be done early. Probably have to get myself to bed early tonight so that I can attempt at waking up at 5 a.m. No, I will wake up at 5 a.m. But yes, on that note, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.